structured
moral framework.
I didn't follow that. The way that we...
That's because you're stupid.
The way that we determine what is objective, an objective moral framework is to ask a question like, can I make a claim over somebody else's property if I don't have a theory of property, for example? Like, what is property?
You can. Because somebody else has property and you go onto their property and you're like, I'm going to fish in this river because I have no concept of property. You have now made a claim on their property even though you have no concept of property.
But we can start to develop like objective outcomes, right? Like things that are going to happen. Like you're going to be in a state of dispute with that other person.
Not necessarily.
Hold on, gentlemen. There will be no more usage of the word objective or subjective in this room. If you want to use those words, go to Issa's room. Thank you very little.
With the idea that I had a friend
Issa's room
that
is
I served
called
military
Whining
with
should be jailed.
was in California. I'm in Georgia. He was in California, and
so glad that she called.
he had a bunch of farm equipment like bulldozers, and he dug a big ass pond, and then rainwater collected in the pond, when it rained from God, from above, and then the state of California put him in
Anyway,
jail.
tune in now to the subscribe
Because he collected
Subscribe now,
God.
please.
Yes, amen. Hey, let's start the morning with the meditation, Coach. I need to get my mind right. I got a meeting in an hour, so can you get some Alan Watson? Can you get some towers?
Yeah, how about some Allison Crowley?
Hey, Coach, are you there?
I said the name of a female country singer, not Alistair. You children need to grow up. I'm 50 years old and I still feel like I'm 18. Y'all motherfuckers sound like y'all are like 11. Well,
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I just made a beer. I made my beer mosa, my world famous beer mosa. If you ever come to Chicago, sir, I will make you one of these delicious beer
He got
mosas.
some orange in that. He like putting orange in his skin.
I do something kind of creative on the top. I put cinnamon on top of the beer foam. It's a beautiful little tasty cocktail that I know you're gonna love.
He's stupid as fuck. No, I mean, I really have enjoyed this app over the last 3 years, John. Like, straight up. Like, I know you talk about the whole dopamine kick and the way that we...
Randy keeps failing to identify the whole dichotomy between if there's no life, there can't be.
I never made the dichotomy to begin with.
Honestly,
Well, then I'm right, and my position is correct.
No, because you're arguing with yourself.
When Mom passed away,
Yeah.
like...
Can we run a thought experiment by using one of Ayn Rand's
really
conversations about capitalism?
changed a lot about the way I think. And I really appreciate, you enlightening me.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, thank you, because it takes two to tango, like you've been a study partner and a good friend, and, thank you. And thank you for your service, because you're the real deal. So, I salute you, sir.
I really don't know what I would be without this app, honestly. Like, I don't probably drove myself crazy.
Yeah, probably. I agree. I think talk therapy does work because it gets the genie out of the system, gets the genie out of the bottle, and that's one of the problems is the bottle and the genie or the cup, you know. But I would just say that like, you know, you could be better. We could always be better. So, you know, I say try to take more control of the app, you know, for yourself and for others. Don't let toxic fat pieces of shit ruin your fucking day by wasting your fucking opportunity cost. If I was a consultant, you know, I would basically say, give me your phone right now, and I would block a lot of people. And I'd be like, okay, welcome to your new Clubhouse experience without these people in your life. Welcome to the new world, which is the world that you create, the world that you control, the the parallel society that you control. You know, that's really the control you want and you deserve and you need. So if I was your hypnotist consultant, I would, you know, but we're not, you know, I'm not going to do anything for you. This is all word hypnosis. I hope you take action.
Well, but if I ever get like, you know, my really good money up, I might hire you to be a fucking like, you know, life coach for a couple months.
I would say if we were really smart, we would use your money to train other life coaches. Or I think there's ways to like, you know, kill 2 to 3 birds with one stone in one foul swoop, multiple executions, you know, at the same time. Like there's no other way to grow fast and quick and exponentially. And, you know, this basically plays into line with franchising, but digital franchising, I think, is the future. And apps like this are the free tools we can use to create real businesses and real revenue across multiple verticals. I wouldn't even want to do a retail business or any kind of commercial business. Like everything can be done from your home on these apps now, and it's just platform to platform. There's like no overhead costs. If you're running a business and you're spending money and losing money daily, well, you're really stupid. You're totally wasting your time. Welcome, Zach, to the Subscribe Podcast. I boomed that fucking room because everybody in there, Zach, is a fucking moron. And I hope you appreciate the fact that I'm not afraid to chuck all those pieces of shit down the well where they belong. Because I'm not here to do ESL for free. I got to get paid for this shit.
Hello?
Hello?
Rabbi Line.
Could you imagine listening to Diego and Simon go for an hour about subjective moralism versus objective moral? Like, you guys, like, how do you say nothing by saying something? You do what you do. Like, literally, total waste of time, complete morons. And really, I can't stand how Issa is always sitting there, like, doing the dishes while, you know, doesn't mute up. And it's like, the whole thing is toxic and stupid. And you know, that's what you got to do with toxic, stupid shit. If somebody mods you, be a leader and chuck it down the fucking well.
Yeah, if you're tired of hearing dumb shit, stop listening to dumb shit.
And I don't mean chuck it down a well, because I like wells and I like water. So I guess chuck it into a fucking burn pit. Chuck it into a fucking burn pit where it belongs. Burn that shit.
Well, we spent $200 million in India to tell them to stop burning their trash.
Just the blissful silence is so much more satisfying than listening to that stupid shit. I can't stand it. Somebody on the YouTube is saying, big words and long silences, LOL.
Yeah, small dicks and fat pussies.
So, Zach, what are you doing today? What's going on right now in your life?
I'm cleaning my apartment and I'm going to do some money-making venture at 1 p.m. And then gonna try to do some shit before then on the computer, making a schedule for the summer, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's your kid, John.
Yeah, scheduling is important. In the now. Zach, you know how I know Don, right? Don Danton.
AKA
No, I don't know.
at Don One Ton.
Doc,
I don't know.
Doc, tell Zach how we met.
He was trying to hit on me, and he said that I looked pretty, and that he wanted to have sex with me. And then he played a space drum, and he said he never even had a lesson.
That was funny.
That's about what I expected. That's about what I expected.
I really like the space drum part. Not the gay part, the space drum part.
Well, we never made eye contact, so it wasn't gay.
What guy?
So, you know, I'm very happy that I was able to boom that room of fucking morons and burn them in a burn pit where they belong, in the dustbin of history. But the great thing about liberation, and freedom is that to destroy, when, you know, you can create by destroying. And I'm glad you guys are here right now. And I would like to read something because, you know, I believe that is the best way that we can spend our times together. And thus, I invite you to join me at book club, where we all pick up a book like a man instead of an N-word, F-word, and we read a B-word to one another again, like civilized, intelligent, patriotic Americans.
Ooh.
Okay, this is called The Masonic Letter G by Dr. Paul Foster Case. I'm just going to randomly go to a page 46. It says, The Masonic Letter G. English letter G is actually a curve taken from a spiral, for it is our experience that when one is considering the meaning of a symbol devised by really wise men, every detail of it has significance. Certainly the Masonic lectures make just this claim, for they say, there is not an observance in Freemasonry which has not a deep significance. Seek diligently, and you will find the illustrations of its symbolic teachings almost infinite. But to return to our letter Gimel, its name is from the verb gaumal, spelled with the same three characters, but with different vowel points. This verb means 1, to bring an end or limit, hence to ripen; 2, to give according to desert, to reward, to recompense, to benefit. Who can fail to see the direct application of these ideas to Freemasonry? The work of the craft is designed to bring man from his rude state of ignorance to the highest possible limits of human attainment. It is a spiritual building process by means of which a man may incorporate into his character qualities which distinguish a ripened, perfected human being. When this ripening process is actually carried out, one is really raised to the sublime degree of Master Mason. Then one is fully competent, not only to travel in foreign countries, but also to receive master's wages. The ceremonies of the 3 degrees are simply dramatic outlines of the stages in this life process, and what they dramatize must be lived before one really becomes a Master Mason.
Can you stop right there?
Mm-hmm.
Repeat the last paragraph.
For
When you talk about, like, it takes 3 to be a master.
the ceremonies of the 3 degrees are simply dramatic outlines of the stages in this life process, and what they dramatize must be lived before one really becomes a Master Mason.
Well, most people, when they think about the Masons, they're like, oh yeah, the 33rd degree. I'm like, dude, there's only like 5 33rds on any given year. Like, 32nd is like really fucking high. But once you pass the 3rd degree of Masonry, you're considered a master Mason.
It says, this is the last part of this paragraph. It says, and mark well the fact that the just reward according to desert, the master's wage received by one who has completed his journey from west to east, is designated by a Hebrew word spelled by the same characters as those composing the Hebrew name of the letter G. I can continue if you want to hear more.
Let me ask you a question, John.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you walk through the woods with?
I don't know who. Who? 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 Who?
The next question would be, who do you walk through the woods with at night?
Who? Every question is a trick question. Do you think trick questions are trick questions, or do you think questions are trick questions?
I think that I'm not allowed to talk about things that I don't know about.
Have you heard of Clown House? Do I need to remind you where the fuck you're at right now? Go to any room right now, and you will hear people talking about shit they don't fucking know a thing about.
Hello?
Do I need to live stream another room into this room to prove to you that this app is a fucking sanitarium?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Oh, Stephen is here. Trinity Farmer. Try.
And try again.
Try. All hail Stephen, the psychedelic kitty cat.
Meow. Meow, little motherfuckers. Meow. What in the South African is we listening to?
You don't know what you're listening to? That's okay, Dom. We don't expect you to.
Okay, so we were just reading about the magic letter G, as in Gimel or G-man, or the G spot. Any other comments, questions, ideas, or concerns about the G spot?
Well, I mean, you kind of have to, make your thumb and your finger look like a G when you kind of reach up inside there and, tickle it from the inside.
Okay. This is the final question I have for the room before we shut down operations and leave and go to the gym or I read a book. The point is, I would like each and every one of you in this room, yes, to try to answer.
Your fat ass is gonna keep drinking alcohol with fucking oranges in it.
I don't know how you do it, John. I don't know how you do it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Give the
Dude,
patient.
his blood urea nitrogen has got to be on
I don't know how you do it.
Oh, I assure you, Zach, I could show you how I do it, but I could also just send you I could send you a YouTube link. I could send you a YouTube link, Zach, and you could just literally look over my shoulders and see how I do it. The point is, this is the challenge. And Zach, I do want you to answer this question, so don't leave until you try. This is the question I want each of you to try to answer before I shut down the room. The question is as follows. What is the answer to the super secret, hard to answer riddle question of the universe? Thank you. Thank you very little. Go ahead. Try to answer the super secret riddle question of all the ages. Go ahead.
Your mom. Your mom.
Okay, we got your mom.
Trick question. Trick question.
Don.
Oh, I don't know. An ancient just flew over my house. I was thinking about that. What's up?
Try to answer the super secret mystery riddle question of all the ages. What is that? Oh, JB could maybe try to answer the question.
Oh, I know that one.
Okay, what's your answer? If I wanted to compress or summarize.
No, the question is, what is the meaning of life? And then,
Yeah, okay.
then the answer would be, an introspective version of me peeing on my beer cans.
Damn, that's fucking disgusting. Okay, but I guess you reframed it with what is the meaning of life? I like that, reframing, that's fine. So, again, we have your mom, it's a trick question, and what is the meaning of life? Those were the three responses to the question about the super secret, hard to riddle, super secret, impossible riddle that nobody can answer. Those were the three amazing answers we got. Zach, do you want to maybe update your possible answer to what is the meaning of life?
No, I feel good about my answer. I think that it's an unanswerable question. Only a fool will try to answer it.
I'd like to re-answer my.
I can answer that question. I can answer that question in one word.
That's the
one
answer?
Word I can answer that question.
I like that answer, one word.
One word. What is the meaning of life? The answer is happiness.
Okay, great. Happiness.
42.
See, Don, did you understand when I said that your response was almost perfect when you said one word? Like, that is actually probably a better response even than happiness, because it's like the next level. Meaning that, what is that one word? Is there one secret word? If you knew that word, you would have the happiness. Do you know what that one word is? We just read about the letter G.
It's 42, man. That's the answer.
Honestly,
420?
for me, the way I met you, when I first met you, John, and we were in a room, and you were going, oh. And like that, honestly, that sound, I don't even know if that's a word, but when I met you, that was kind of, I don't know.
It's called an ohm, you twat waffle.
Oh. Some of the comments in the YouTube are. So, wish you all the best in life, mate. Is Zach a minister? To grow and transform mindset, healthy thinking. We're growing up, people. We are growing. I agree, we are growing. Okay, this has been my 2-hour morning podcast. Any final comments, questions, ideas, or opinions before I leave these rooms and maybe read a book?
Yeah, you're a pussy, and you need to go fucking get rid of your blood urea nitrogen, you fucking gout-ass motherfucker.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, do you have a buildup of uric acid?
Let me drink some water to that.
Yeah, put more fucking oranges in your beer.
Fucking tap water is disgusting, I gotta say. I can fucking taste in Chicago. If the more liberal your city, you know the more contaminated your fucking water is, basically.
What? Tell me you're poor without telling me you're poor.
Man, I am rich in spirit and rich in wisdom, and I am rich in old material possessions.
Pull the religious bullshit out of his fucking tail.
Well, when you go low, I go high. That's the way religious Zen masters do things.
Can you go low?
Zen masters are cool and calm and collected in all communication. Zen masters are always calm, cool, and collected.
Well, Hey, close this room down. Dude, you know me, I'll be a social butterfly on this bitch for the next dopamine hour.
Well, I hope you come to my reading room and you meditate. Because if you don't meditate,